Making Mr. Crush or Mr. Turtle from Finding Nemo. I started off with a plate, sprayed my hands, and I got some Rice Krispie treats and I moulded it into the shape of a turtle. I did a little point on one side for the tail, as I'm going to show you what it looks like. Once I had it where I liked it, and put in the little bit for the head, I put that into the fridge and let it set for about 30 minutes. Once it was solid, I turned it over, and I'm going to do the under part of his belly first. So I mixed up some very soft buttercream, and I just put some on the bottom of him and just round the edges of the bottom so that the icing would stick. This was a dairy-free buttercream that I used, that's why it's so soft. Next I rolled out some gum paste. I used gum paste for the bottom and the top of the turtle, and I had my spacers on so that I knew it was all the same thickness. And I just placed it over the turtle and rubbed it down, patted it round the edges where I wanted to cut it, and then just trimmed it, the excess off. Just made sure it was all down properly. Then I turned it over and buttercreamed the top, and then I placed that in the fridge to set up for about half an hour before putting the gum paste on that as well. Once it's set, you can put your gum paste on. Just slide the gum paste down to where it meets the other that you put on for the bottom, and when you cut round it, leave just a slight gap. This will be like the overlap of the shell. Just smooth it down with your fingers, taking off any rough edges around the bottom of the shell. And turn it over and stick it to the other gum paste that's underneath. Smooth down any sharp edges. Once you've done that, turn it over, make sure it's all smooth, then using a tool, just draw on, it's like a diamond sort of shape at the top, and then from each corner of that point, take it down to the bottom of the shell, and then draw a line going round around the middle of that, so then you've got all the shell points. Once you've done that, I've used a brown colour in here and some vodka. I want it very light at first, so I only added a little bit of the brown into a lot of vodka, just so as it'd give it a light coating. This will also make the shell shine once it's dry. and then with a smaller brush go around each of the points with just the dark, just to highlight the shell points. Once you've done that, go over it with a light coating again. It will take away most of what you've just done, but don't worry about that. You can see the points stand out more. Next, here I'm doing the head. I've just rolled out some gum paste into a long sausage shape and put the mouth in. I must have forgotten to record that part. Just made indents for the eyes and rolled out some white balls of fondant on this one. Added them in with a bit of water. Doesn't matter if they're bulging out because you're going to build the head up. Next is a little bit of brown for the eyes. Which I've got my cutters here. Just add a bit of water and put the brown on where you want the eyeballs to look. And then next get your black for the pupils, which you want to go 2 sizes smaller for the black. And then add a little bit of black inside the mouth. And just roll a sausage shape and put that in, and then use your tool to push it in. After I had done this part, I left the head to dry overnight because I noticed it was starting to go out of shape. Plus I had a lot more bits to add on and mould into the head, so I just left this overnight to station up. This part here, the head had been drying overnight, and I was just moulding this for the nose. Add a little bit of water so that you can blend it in and you don't see the seams. Make sure it's all level, and then next we go on to the eyes, which here I just roll out along, oh no, it's round the chin, sorry. It's just to build the mouth up a little bit, as I noticed on the picture that the mouth needed building up, so I just blended that into the head that I'd done. Next is the eyes, which I tried to do it like this. Didn't seem right, so I rolled out a sausage shape and flattened one side of it and put that just over slightly on the eyeball and cut round the other part. I did the same on the other eye, and then same for under the eyes, blend in as you go. Does make him look a bit dopey, but he is supposed to be an old turtle. Same for under the other eye. Add a bit of water, put it over, cut it off and blend it in with either your tool or your finger. Next it's under the eyes where the wrinkles are. And above the eyes, because there's wrinkles up there too. But I decided not to do that. Decided to do a sausage shape instead. I'd just put that on and fold that round. Here I'm just blending it all in together, adding a few wrinkles, little dints here and there with the tool, just so as it looks like laughter lines and what have you. Next I add the vodka with a tiny bit of the brown, just so as it'll blend in with the same as the body, just to give it a light coating. And then added some dark brown into the wrinkles to highlight those. Added the dots onto the head. Darkened under the chin. I'm going to cut most of that off anyway. Added some wrinkles around the mouth. And a little bit of red inside for his tongue. Here I'm cutting off part of the chin so as it'll go onto the turtle. Added a stick inside where the head is going to go and cut it to size, and then just place the head on top of there with a little bit more water. And that's him finished. I did add a little squirt later on the top of him. Sorry I didn't record that. Please like and please share. Thanks.